Good day, glad you could join us today. My name is Skip Parish and we're going to run through a number of slides. There'll be some navigation tips for you on these and it'll give you an idea what to expect during our main conference. The process of discovery in military technology design is the name of our presentation. And there's a few navigation aids, and if you'll look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a number. So we're on slide 2 now. This is a helpful item when you look at your screen and that you want to make sure that the audio is in sync with the slide that's being described at the time. There is an embedded movie in our main presentation that you won't see today, and sometimes the computer hardware on that or software doesn't exactly work properly. So if that happens to you and you do have a video that doesn't go to the next slide, click back on the main program and you can get to the next slide that way. We're going to talk about what's not in the manuals, and as far as what to expect from this brief, we have experience-rated elements of discovery and experience-rated elements of solutions. This particular presentation is about a process, a common process that you can use for discovery and for solutions in technology problems having to do with warfare. It's worked for us, and hopefully you'll take some tips home with you and you can use them in your missions. Something about your speaker here, I can say that some of my fondest memories are during war games where we may have 40 to 50 officers in a room who are feeling pretty good about themselves and that feel that when they present their war game that they've got all contingency covered. And I'm usually on red team, and there's some meaningful moments when essentially they had to modify their plans in those events. We're also going to talk about directed energy weapons, some drones, counter drones, but more importantly, how this technology fits into tactical warfare. And we're going to do this under the context that it is a process. It is a process where you can use discovery, and it is a process that you can find solutions. It's an efficient way to go about new development and also learning it as a service person. Some of the projects that I picked that they've been involved in over the years that we'll use for examples will be subsea launch of airborne small drones, SUASs. So that's subsea to air, and discovery of some new Russian directed energy weapons and how we use the process to find those. That's a recent vintage, a few years ago on the battlefield in Ukraine. A concept, a new theory of cleaning radiation from the air after a nuclear event. You can see how the process works to formulate new theory, and that's up many of the science and technology chiefs at the U.S. Department of Defense feel that's got some merit, so we will test that in the next few years as a theory. Creating the world's highest ratio of lift to weight, I can admit that was an accident, but we jumped on it right away. We were aware that we would always look for applications once we had a breakthrough in technology that we weren't thinking about when we essentially did the work. We're going to look at the machine duplication, what a dog's nose ability is in extreme long-range detection of explosive vapor. That we meant to do. It was 3 years of hard work, and we knew that we had a lot at stake when we did that because IEDs at the time were quite prevalent. We're going to cap this talk off with a discussion of the new Russian PAC-FA Su-57 stealth fighter. We got some ideas on detecting unmanned units and why is that important? Well, those units can well outfly a human body, and if they're being operated autonomously without a human in them, you're going to have to change your tactical plan and flight plan to accommodate that. So you need to know whether or not there's a man in the fighter or not. In closing, on slide number 6, I hope to see all of you on deck. There's no second place prize for warfare, so we hope to learn something from this. Will make you a success in your missions. We will cover battlefield technology, mission solutions as a common process, and so that you can essentially figure out how to do things yourself on occasion. And I look forward to each and every one of you to be on our on conference day. Thank you.